Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sci-Hi. Welcome to another ladder grind session. Today we're going to play that red deck wins deck I talked about in the last video in Explorer. Very typical stock list, very aggressive deck. Definitely check out the link below in the description for a full deep deck tech on it. It's pretty much stock. Just started running one copy of Unlicensed Hearst just because of the surging popularity of the Greasefang deck. I believe this is a good weapon against that deck. May even bump up the copies to 2 or 3 depending on how much the deck surges and continues to see popularity. But we're just going to rock the 1 today. So without further ado, let's dive right in, see if we can't break into the top 1,000. As always, if you're not already subscribed, I ask you please like and subscribe the video if you find this at all entertaining, even mildly. Greatly appreciate it as the channel gets underway and off of its feet. So we're on the play, that's good. Got probably the best one drop we can do into Burning-Tree Emissary, into Robber of the Rich, so looks fine. Also, as I always say, I don't screen gameplay. Like, this is just raw, unedited footage. You may see me lose 5 in a row, or maybe I'll win 5 in a row. Who knows? But this is raw, unedited footage of the current Explorer Best of 1 metagame. Looks like we're up against fairies, or not fairies, but spirits rather. Which is another deck I talked about recently. It can be really good, especially in Best of 3. I think it's got a good sideboard game plan to adjust some of the worst matchups. Hopefully we can overcome it on the play this time. There's a Spell Pierce. Not the most proactive thing we could steal, but I'll take it. Into Curious Obsession. That's a strong play for them. Hopefully we can take that out, but it's likely they'll be able to protect it. I think it's important enough that I've got to try to kill that Enchanted Spectral Sailor. Could consider doing it on their upkeep to force them to use the mana, which I think I probably will do. And then we can also wait to see if they spend their mana and catch them tapped out to kill this. Seems like the thing to do, maybe. We also have our own Spell Pierce to back this up though now, so technically I could just for sure kill it now. Actually seems like the thing to do. For sure get this off and out of here. Seems really strong right now. Nothing like using your opponent's own spells against them. It's pretty sick. That's how you do it. Alright, cool. We broke into top 1,000. Let's see if we can keep rolling. I've definitely been enjoying the Explorer format so far. I didn't know what to think at first. Like, it seemed like I mean I never really played much Pioneer yet in paper. I was more into Modern, but I haven't really played much Modern either since it's turned into like block constructed with all the new powerful cards. But itching to get back into Modern. But no, I've definitely been enjoying Explorer. Thought it was going to be boring, like kind of just like historic with less cards, and it is, but at least you don't have to deal with like any of the alchemy bullcrap, bleeding over and changing cards. This is not the best hand that I just kept. We really want to get benefit of that counter, and I don't have a 2-drop creature unless I draw one. That's unfortunate. Could have almost considered mulliganing this, since it's not ideal. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's not looking great. That was a bad miss. And now it's like I almost want to use my mana for Stomp more than play one Saga. Potentially kill something on their end step. Yeah. I mean, they could play like a Blood Tithe Harvester. Yeah, it's no good. Really would have liked to see a 2-drop creature have been drawn that turn. Okay, there's the Blood Tithe Harvester as we predicted. At least we can kill that. So, set up, try to get a equipped Anax going. But no, I really like the Explorer format. I heard someone describe it as kind of like a more pure version of Historic. I'm not sure what they meant by that, but I guess I'd interpret it as like pure in that it's all real cards. There's no alchemy and like digital only cards, I guess, at this point. Kind of makes sense. No land, so we have no Embercleave possibility this turn, but we could Bone Crush the Shaman and just play another Saga. Could also get a Giant out. We would like to get a third creature or another land, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and stomp that first of all. Put this out for the devotion count. Attack. I don't know, playing Bonecrusher Giant there might have been better. Just to guarantee I get a third creature to guarantee that I could Embercleave this next turn, but I don't know. I don't want to let them start making treasures either. There's one of our few copies of Lightning Strike, usually reserved for Greasefang. The unfortunate thing about Lightning Strike, though, is you have to kind of wait for the Greasefang, whereas the Hearse, you can more proactively play it and be prepared for the Greasefang combo. But the Lightning Strike definitely is more flexible. So now I'm in that weird spot again. I really need that fourth land. I want to Embercleave. They haven't shown me the vehicle yet. They easily could discard it and Greasefang me next turn, though. But so I feel like we gotta try to win with Embercleave, so I might just play the Bonecrusher now just to get that additional devotion, as well as we're gonna get the bonus counter. We can't really fault playing a creature on this turn. It's gonna be kind of scary though. We potentially could get comboed out here, but there's not a lot we can do about it. I hate to hold up Lightning Strike, like even if they didn't have it, then we get punished just for having to respect their combo. So it's like sometimes you just gotta go for it and just hope they don't have it. Yeah, I'm gonna get a trade. It's also gonna lower my creature count again. But we will get the third chapter of Kumano, so we will potentially have 3 creatures next turn to hopefully Embercleave. Looks like they... oh, shoot. And they just found it. Probably have Greasefang in hand. They always do, don't they? Maybe not. Could get lucky. Yes. So now we could also go Torbran. Can only play one spell this turn. So the Embercleave is just more potential damage this turn, but it would also potentially let us get blown out by a creature kill spell. But either way, they're going to kill the Torbran if they have that anyways, so... It's exactly 11 damage. I think I may just go for the kill with Embercleave. If they blocked, it would be exactly lethal, I think. Actually, it'd be more than lethal. My math is incorrect. It's almost gotta be. If they don't have Greasefang in their hand, it's likely more creature kill spells, but I'm still gonna attempt to equip the giant, maximizing as much damage as possible. Or Deadly Dispute. That was also obviously what they had now. Okay, so they must have found Fatal Push, maybe had it, but likely drew it. They're really dicey times because their combo is so good. I mean, if they find Greasefang, it's just inevitable that they do, and then okay, that helps a lot. Safety. I mean, I could try to go for the kill, but it just almost feels safer to get that hearse out there, too, just to deny this. One more land really would have helped a lot here. I guess we'll see what happens. I likely get a block on that Satyr, so we might want to just try to kill the Harvester now. Drop the hearse, try to deny them if they actually find the combo. Soren, not that. I don't remember this card exactly. I've only been up against it a few times. Very good though. Given everything lifelink, they can return a creature, but anything they try to return, I would remove anyways. So good game, nice. Yeah, that Planeswalker definitely does make a lot of sense in their deck. How they can reanimate a creature. Given everything lifelink's crazy good too. It'll definitely be interesting to see how much more effort Wizards of the Coast continues to put into alchemy, because it just feels like they could have a lot more of the Pioneer cards out, or Explorer, or whatever you want to call it. To get these backlogs of cards filled would seem like more of a priority than coming out with all these all these new alchemy cards. I mean, it's fun. These new cards are fun and they can shake up historic, but it's just weird to me, like, that alchemy, the balance changes affect historic. Like, just let the cards be in their true form, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like alchemy is very popular, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll get better. On the play, no first turn drop, and nothing really too busted either. We'd love, to just chain creatures, but it's not the worst thing either. I think I'll keep, just have a nice curve. Yeah, we'll flash it back at him. Why not? Give people the benefit of the doubt until they get annoying. And wow, it's Greasefang again. This deck, this is like just the deck right now, the deck to beat. It's probably silly I'm not running more hearses than one at this point. I'm going to have to adjust sooner rather than later, I think, just with the prevalence of this deck right now. But okay, this is what I wanted to see. Burning-Tree Emissary. Naturally, I can't remember the card, even though I've been playing it for years, and I still can't remember the card name. And I tell you, when you've been playing since 1994, revised-ish, Ice Age, it's like I can remember what all these cards do as objects somewhere in my brain, but I can't for the life of me remember the names of cards. So it's just like I have to describe the card rather than give its name. It's like the brain only has so much space. Remember each entity, but just cannot remember the name. There's a hearse. So, not sure we need to get the hearse out yet. Seeing as they don't have the vehicle in their graveyard yet, I don't believe they could accomplish that as well as get a Greasefang out. So I kind of want to use more of my mana. Robber of the Rich will already trigger, regardless if I play a spell. I'm thinking probably just Anax here. If they block and want to trade, I'll at least get a Satyr out of the deal. Hopefully we can get a 4th land and pop off next turn with Torbran, hoping that they don't do anything too crazy. There's a Stitcher's Supplier. Yep, talked about that in the last video as something to mow over with your 1/1 first strikers. And of course I was describing the card, what it does. Of course, at the time, couldn't remember the name Stitcher's Supplier, even though I'm so familiar with this card. It's like one of the best graveyard fillers in the game for these combo graveyard decks. Yep. Blood-Tithe Harvester is so good, the ability to just kill things, especially when you start cloning it, as of course this deck will do with their Mirror Breaker. There's another Anax, no 4th land. Now I feel like, unfortunately, this hearse needs to come into play. It's too dangerous to leave that in the graveyard. We've got to protect ourselves. It'd be an absolute blowout if they combo here. Casting it now won't do anything. I'm not gonna be able to trigger Robber of the Rich, so I think I just want to go all in with an attack here and then show them the hearse. I forgot that I had taken a supplier. I will be able to cast that as well, which is nice. They're going to triple block Robber of the Rich, which is strange. But I think I'd rather not kill the supplier, just put less stuff in the graveyard for now. Wasn't really expecting a triple block, not... Not quite understanding what they're angling there. I guess they're just worried about me killing a creature and they really want to get this thing dead. It's the only thing I can really think of right now, but probably other things I'm not thinking of, but so they could have a million answers for the hearse, of course, but at least it gives us some soft protection for the interim while it's in play, at least. Best case scenario, they can't find an answer to it and we can just kind of run away with it. Alright, so end of turn. Gonna exile, obviously, the Parahelion, and then probably just a creature that they could potentially bring back, so we'll get the Blood Tithe as well. Opponent appears to be processing what's happening. Still on just the 3 lands. Alright, we're not going to be crewing this or anything. That's a way to get it killed. And we want to just keep it up for now and continuing to protect us from their combo while growing in size. So I think we just probably just jam another Anax here and swing in, I think. Being that we only have 3 lands. By the way, apologies for the little bit of white noise interference on the video. The light outside keeps changing, so it's messing with some of my settings with the old green screen, but not a ton I can do about that at the moment. Anyways, back to our attack phase. Going all in. Got 2 blood tokens, 3 cards in hand. Probably some more instant creature removal. Maybe Deadly Dispute. Sack and find things probably as well. So we just want to obviously keep that hearse ready, up and ready to protect us, so long as it's alive. Here comes 3 new cards, and there's a Grease Fang and their way to reanimate it. So of course we're going to be using this in a reactionary way. We want to wait to see what they're going to do, of course, and remove the card the moment we need to. Whether it's trying to animate Grease Fang back or casting Grease Fang, and then when Grease Fang triggers and targets the vehicle, if it's in their deck, of course, we remove the vehicle at that time. We don't want to get screwed by using it too early and then them just getting like redundant copies of Parahelion in the graveyard and then just like reanimating the one that we didn't remove. And they found one. while they rummage through their library with these endless blood tokens. There's vials of blood everywhere. I mean, it is a cool deck. It just cycles through material and stuff. That's for sure. Bye-bye Anax. Nothing we can do about that. We get some satyrs. And here we go. They're attempting to reanimate it. So now we'll just knock it out right now. Greasefang and the Parhelion. And that should be game. Yep. Because we can animate plus this other stuff. So good times. Almost ranked 666. That'd be cool. But I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Just a brief look again at the Explorer ladder, what it looks like right now. It's Friday. Happy Friday if you're watching this right now. Happy Memorial Day weekend. And also, just a reminder, today or this weekend, this is one of the first, maybe if not the first, play-in we have. You can use your play points to get into, as well as 4,000 gems, 20,000 gold. Also, I believe if you qualify in the top 1,200 each month, you just get automatic 20 play points to use. Top 250, if you finish in the top 250 each month now, I think you automatically get to the day 2 of the qualifier event, which would be invite only. So now there's a lot more stress to get top 250 on the ladder. So that's something fun to try to go to or try to strive for every month. But anyways, good luck if you're playing in the play-in this weekend. I'm currently not qualified, and I have some plans, so I won't be playing in it. I think it's New Capenna, best of 3 draft or sealed or something like that, but it's definitely New Capenna limited. So anyways, good luck if you to anyone that's playing that. As always, like, subscribe, and good luck on the ladder, guys. Peace.